Hi, I hope you're having a lovely day today. I'm feeling very creative and in the mood to make something, which is a really nice change from the lack of motivation I've had recently, where all I've wanted to do is read a book in bed or watch a movie. Today I'm going to be making a linen v-neck top. I'm going to be using an existing pattern that I already have and redesigning or hacking it a little bit to make it more specific to what I want. And I'll link the pattern in the description box below if you're interested, and I'll also link another pattern that you can use that's very similar and that lets you self-draft the basic block according to your measurements. I just already have this pattern on hand and I've made a top out of it before, so I know that it fits me well, so I'm going to use that just to save myself a little bit of time while doing this. But let's get to it. I'm going to show you the basic sketch of my design and how I make changes to the pattern itself. This is relatively new to me. I only just started self-drafting my patterns and altering existing patterns to make it more like what I want. So I'm kind of excited to see where this leads and if I can actually do it or not. Okay, so I put on my old box top that I am basing this design off of, and I'm going to measure from the neckline to see how deep I want my V to go. I think I want it about 4 inches, and that's what I'm going to add to my pattern. So here are the 4 pattern pieces that I made, and now I'm going to go cut them out of the fabric that I'm making my top out of. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do now that I have all my pieces cut out is I'm going to stay stitch along the necklines. Stay stitching is an extra row of stitching, usually smaller than what you normally sew with, that will prevent my necklines from stretching out when I pull the shirt over my head and from just getting wavy or deformed. I don't know if it actually helps that much, but I don't want to take any chances, so that's what I'm going to do. I've gone ahead and pinned the shoulder and the side seams together, and I'm going to stitch along those lines with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So now that all these seams are sewn, I'm going to finish them with my sergers so they don't unravel. This is what it looks like at the moment. I pressed 1/4 inch in and then another 1/4 inch to cover the raw edge. And I'm going to hem along this line here. So my sleeves are done now. I hem the edges and they look pretty good. So now I'm going to get to work on the neckline and attach the facing. Here are my facing pieces. Very hard to undo pins with one hand. And I'm going to sew the edges together. So sew across these ends right here with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now I'm going to neaten the outer edges of the facing with my sergers so that they don't unravel. Now I'm clipping the curves, being careful not to clip into the stitch line, and this is just to help the facing lie smoother when I flip it over. There we go. And then I'm going to go iron this flat and flip it to the inside. facing is all pressed to the inside and it looks really nice. I'm just gonna go in and top stitch it down with about a 1/2 inch seam allowance, I think. So with the neckline totally in place, now I just need to hem the bottom of the shirt and then I'll be done. This was so exciting. It turned out really nicely. So usually the last thing I do whenever I make a piece of clothing is I add a little tag with the letter M on it, but because the tag wouldn't really show here and I want this top to be reversible, I'm just going to use the same stamps that I used to make the tag and stamp directly onto the top itself using some fabric ink. And here is my finished shirt. I'm so happy with how it turned out. The v-neck is so pretty. The facing worked beautifully. I like the way the sleeves are. The arm openings are a little bit big, so next time I might make them smaller, but for now this works. I love that this top is reversible and the linen is going to be so nice for summer and early fall. I'm very excited to wear this. So here's the shirt on me. As you can see, it's nice and loose and very summery, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. I think the v-neck is super cute and I like the sleeves. What I was mentioning earlier is that they flare out a little too much, like when I extend my arm, so I might take off the 1 inch that I added there. But otherwise, it's really nice. The crop is perfect. It goes well with my high-waisted pants. And yeah, I love the linen. I'm already planning to make more in different colors. It's just a super basic, staple, easy type of project. And I've said this so many times already, but I'm so pleased with how it turned out, and I'm on that end of the project high that you get when this idea that you have actually works out. It feels so good. So I highly recommend you try this yourself if you're into sewing, and even if you're not, it's a pretty basic project. It's all just straight lines, mostly. Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. I thought I would just film the process and see what happens. I'm still working on my filming skills and my editing skills, so it's all just one giant work in progress at the moment, but at least it's out there. I'm trying. So thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you in my next video.